So here we go. So some things I wish I knew when I was 22, and that I could give out. So some big ones are like with like starting an idea or a business, whatever you're trying to do, like trying to be like a awesome UFC fighter or something crazy like that, or starting like a big website or an idea. Just go out and do it. Don't keep waiting for the perfect timing. Even if it's something small and kind of a ghetto website you're trying to build, or like example, you're really fat and not in shape. Start out small. Get to the gym. Just get to the gym. The hardest part about working out is just showing up to the gym. That's like 60% of the battle is just to drive to the gym. Once you're at the gym, the parking lot, getting to the gym, is a whole lot easier. Or you're just gonna sit in your car. But just get into the gym. Once you're actually physically inside the gym, then you got like a 99% chance you're gonna walk upstairs or go to the locker room and start working out. So it's just about take things at a smaller step. The same way it works with business. And also just basically keyword is just get started. Just go do it. Stop over analyzing, thinking. People are very rewarded from taking action and just doing it. You'll learn a lot. So yeah, everybody fails. It's working out or in life. You get rejected by a girl, but at least you tried. Most people, again, don't try. They don't actually attempt to do it. So and you're always rewarded. People that go out and do it are always rewarded way more than passively sitting there doing absolutely nothing, because your result is zero. So you got to go out and just take that step, just that one, just go out and do it. Stop planning, just go do it. And then another big thing is you're gonna learn a lot of intel from just trying and failing, because you're actually moving forward then. And so you can't just study 24/7, because there's no movement. You have to take action and do something. Just make it small. So if you're trying to do a really big website like mechanic.com, a big thing I wish I would have just now I had prior website experience too, but I just, because of my pride and my ego, I did, but then I gave up on it. I started like a simple website, and I was like, I don't want to hurt my brand name. I don't want to become like that company where we're not fully functional. We don't have a bidding system and an escrow system and a rating system and an instant chat system all at once. I don't want to be that one website that, is like every other website. But honestly, I really wish I would have did that. I would have just took action, and I did, but I should have kept it going, because, I would have learned a lot more. And the process, what we do now, we do a lot of the work as like a sales rep position, you could say, where I'm just, where I'm taking orders. I'm not really managing or entrepreneuring, but I do take a lot of orders, and I'm walking them through the website the whole time. So they're not even really using the bidding system at all. And it's pretty much the same thing that a $500 website could do, which is, all my other websites are all simple. The customer goes to the website, fills out an order form, and then puts down a small deposit, and then refundable deposit, and then we just hook them up with a contractor. That process works with any service business in this entire planet. It's that simple. So if you can get the business, you can do anything. I knew that, but I just didn't want to hurt, the brand or whatever. But that was a complete lie. That's all a bunch of BS. I could have started it. Didn't have to wait 7 years or 8 years. I could have got it going. And again, it's all about taking that small little step and then building from there. Because with an awesome design, you could look big time. If you start your business out, you get a 100 number. It's only like $20 a month. You start it out big time, make it look like you're big time. You'll attract big time customers. That's how it works. If you look big time, you're gonna attract big time. That's kind of like, if you look like a super cheap ghetto website, you have like a local number, you're not gonna get like big corporate, you know, Avis budget, you know, Fortune 500 companies calling you. So that's the really important, is that you want to make your brand look big. I mean, why would you want your brand to look small? Just think about that. It's like, you know, it's like, if, okay, like let's just take it as a girl example. It's like, why would you want, you know, a really fat and ugly girl? Why would you approach her first and aim for that? You might as well approach a super hot, sexy girl. Like, why would you do that, right? It's the same crap, you know. You can apply that. Just take that first initial step, and you might as well aim for the biggest. Why not? You know, because if you fail, you'll be gaining a little bit. You're gonna fall, but you'll be up a little bit higher than if you started out super crappy. So I mean, but again, both of those, if you start out crap and you aim kind of low, you're still trying. So again, you're better than, you know, 90% of people out there don't actually try. And another big thing about actually just trying is you're gonna grow spiritually. You're gonna be more spiritually aware, and that's really important, you know, because you only live once, so you might as well grow as much as possible spiritually. So that's another really big benefit of failing, and just start out small. Start out small. You don't need $1 billion to get something going. Just keep it really simple. The basic function of getting the business, bringing it to a website, customer fills out an order form, puts a small deposit down, and then you just sub it out to a contractor. Or you can do it yourself. It's fine. But that same process works. It works with the moving company. Cheerless Movers, I still own. Works with the asset writing business, works with mobilesalon.com, all that same process. So like, that's really neat. But I really wish I knew that. Just, you can do it. You just start out small, and you don't have to have this glamorous website. The more I do this, the more I realize that is so true. And I'm like, shit, dude, I just kind of wasted like 7 years of my life waiting for this perfect website. So if I could go back in time, be like, yo man, just go do it, Jordan. Stop waiting. Just go, start it out small, and keep doing it. So because that process really doesn't change. So there's a little business one, money wise. Okay, so what is something really big I wish I would have learned when I was 22 is how to read a trading chart. I mean, it's not that hard. It takes sport. You can take classes online, like how to see, you know, like trading chart, like tradingview.com. You can see like when is a good time to buy, when is a good time to sell. Overall, big picture, super important. You know, I really wish I knew that and got into stocks early. So then, if I could read a chart, I would realize, hey man, this is a great time to buy. Like 2008 when it tanked, that's an amazing time to buy. Because everything's so cheap. You know, like any asset. And also, I wish I knew the difference between an asset and liability. You know, so like an asset just slowly keeps going up. It makes income for you. That's an asset. What is the difference? Most people don't, like half the world doesn't understand the difference of asset and liability. If you keep your money in the bank doing absolutely nothing, right now in this world, the money in the bank is fiat currency. Fiat currency is, you're guaranteed to always go down. Guaranteed. Ever since Nixon took it off the gold standard, the US dollar, all the countries, they use fiat. So no fiat currency, like US dollar example, has ever lasted more than 100 years. Ever. So Romans failed. I mean, it's inevitable. So you got to own real money is like gold, silver, or Bitcoin. So because it's rare. So I wish I really, you know, would have known that. Like, just get some stocks in long term. Because once you read a chart, you can see long term. You have the highest chances of being successful. So, and if you can read a chart, You'll be less emotional, so because you can actually see, you know, if it's a good time to buy and sell, and that is super valuable. So yeah, I wish we would have known to, like, you know, buy some, you know, good premium stocks and just let it sit for a long time. But to do that, you really got to learn how to read a chart. And so I really wish I would have learned that at 22. So what else? So buying an asset, really important. And then let me think. What's another? Health stuff. Okay, so let's say for all of, you know, fitness wise, let's say what are like the two main things you definitely shouldn't eat, or three main things is, well, obviously you want to keep your sugars very, very low, and then don't eat bread. Bread is extremely bad for you, and then dairy is also extremely bad for your cells. I'm talking about at a cellular level. You'll decrease like almost lots of diseases, problems you've had in your life, everything, if you just don't drink any dairy, eat any bread, and try to keep your sugars low. And so there's, you know, just drink almond milk. If it tastes great, it tastes just like milk. But at a cellular level, those, if you reduce those things, those will help you out a ton. And then try to eat some more animal organs, like liver. It's really easy at a grocery store. You can get anywhere. That's very good for your cells. Your cells need that. So, like humans, before grocery stores were around, like, okay, there was a time we didn't have grocery stores. You would have to go hunt and get animals. Well, that was a big deal, and you wouldn't just eat the thighs and throw everything out the garbage. Like, no, you're gonna eat everything on that animal, you know, because it could be a while before you get another one. So that's why our human bodies are made to eat animal organs, like all that. We want that. It's required. Your cells require this. So it doesn't matter if it tastes good or bad. Your body is programmed to have to function as premium, to have animal organs. That's so you know, and to eat lots of vegetables. You need vegetables, and supplements are great. So have supplements every day. You know, BACKE, and then D, and then those are all really, really good. You should have those every day. And then also have the real thing. You want vitamin D, eat some salmon. Salmon's really good for you. So there's some really big things. You know, eat brown rice is better than white rice. It makes you fat, gets you big. Brown rice is much better. But yeah, I mean, those are really important. You can reduce a lot of future problems, you know, as you get older, and just doing that, you can pretty much cure any disease, because all diseases are started from at a cellular level. Is when how diseases started is your cells are malfunctioning. So for your cells to function properly, they need those vitamins, B, A, C, K, vitamin E, vitamin D, all that good stuff. So what else? And the veggies. So those are some big things I wish I would have known. Yeah. So just start out small. Try to get immediate money. So what is immediate money? Like, let's say you're just trying to start up a business and you just don't want to work anymore. So just start a business that everybody could use. Like, example, a moving company. So if you're going to start a moving company, the cool thing about a moving company is, one, you can charge cash. Two, you can take a card, so you build some credit up, and then some merchant credit, and also you just need a truck. You just need a truck in your hands, and then you can kind of go from there. You know, obviously you might want to do a little research and then say, hey, how do I start a moving company? What equipment do you need? and then you don't need much, and you get paid same day. As soon as the job gets done, you get paid. Well, what if you were gonna start a moving company? All the big dog moving companies, we always hold the funds for the whole estimate. Like when we get to the job site, we do a walkthrough, give them an estimate, then we hold the funds, then we do work. That process works awesome. So I would use that with any service-based business, that process. And so, but yeah, when you start a business, try to get, if you're trying to make money to get something going, start a business where you can get paid same day. And just, again, you don't need $1 billion, you don't need a huge website. You can just, just start out small and go and do it, and you're gonna learn a lot. And that's how everything gets started. You don't have to do too much planning. And so, a really big one that a lot of people, everybody should learn how to make a website, like on HTML, Dreamweaver. Should really learn that so you can really understand the components of internet marketing, SEO, how to get on the search engine. Because all the major websites, social media is a website. Okay, it's a website. It's a big website. Those follow the same basic rules of SEO, HTML. So those are all fundamental that everybody should learn. And so those are really, really, really important. It'd probably take you a week, an hour a day to learn Dreamweaver. Very simple, but it's extremely effective. And just the core components of running a business, you should have that. A really cool thing that would help you out just in general, doesn't matter if you start a business or not, for your own security, there's a really good website called SEO Quick. It's free, and you download it on your browser, and then you can see in 2 seconds if a website is legit or not. You basically see how Google sees a website, so you know if it's a scam or not. You can see how many pages are indexed in Google. I've been using that since I was 22. It's by far super powerful, especially if you got, you're worried, like if you're about to sign up for something, get some weird email, and you want to know if this is a scam or not. You can just, look at the website and you're like, oh, they actually have 100,000 pages indexed in Google, and they got a high page rank, and they have a really high price for their keyword. There's like a ranking for your keywords. You can see the values of how they rank and their keywords, and that calculation is based on a keyword search and AdWords mixed together. So AdWords has a price per keyword, and that data, the website shows up like number one for mobile mechanic on the search engine. Google collects all that pay-per-click value and shows you like a value of your keyword rankings, all that combined. So if they have like a really high price for that, then you know that website is worth something, and that's really good. That means it gets traffic. So you can also use that type of method so to get websites to link to you. So you, like, to rank higher on the search engine, you want websites to link to you with keywords you want to rank high in, but you want websites that actually get traffic, that are actually worth something, so then you'd have those websites linked to you. The only way to tell if it's a good website is if you use SEO Quick. So that's another big benefit. But the bigger one is security, so you can tell if you're on a scam or not. You can see how many pages are on Facebook in 2 seconds, like how many people have a Facebook page. You can get a rough idea. It's a really big number. So yeah, this is a really cool thing. So I'm gonna make some shorts out of these. And another big thing that I wish I knew when I was 22 is that David Goggins guy, that mentality. When you're about to quit, you figure out a way to win. You can keep doing it. You're at like 40% when you're about to quit, so you got a lot more to go. That is it's pretty, it works, and it is true. And like, you just figure out a way to win. That is like Um, that is absolutely true. So there's like levels to when you're actually working hard. And then another big thing is your brain is like programmed. He does such a good way. If you can Google or YouTube David Goggins, he's got tons of videos. Watch him like every day. You're gonna learn a lot about the human mind. And so like you want to do what you hate to do. That's where gold is. So your mind is programmed by default to always choose the easiest method possible, so you feel more comfortable, so you can survive. It's a safety mechanism. So if it was the other way, everybody would just wind up killing themselves. And so eventually, so it has to be programmed that way. But that system where you try stuff that you really don't want to do, that's how you grow as well. Those run on the same paths. So to grow spiritually, right, you have to do, like, I really hated reading. I hate it to death. So because of David Goggins, I hate reading. So now, since my brain went there, I have to read now. And so now, to torture myself even more, I read every day in multiple books every day. It sucks. So, but now once you do it every day, it's like you start liking it, right? So Mike Tyson has a quote too. I think he says something like, do whatever you hate till you love it. Something like that is true. So now I love reading. I have to read, or else I go crazy. And so, reading's awesome. You can learn a lot, like really good stuff, if you read. And so that was just one thing. I hate reading, so now I gotta go read because my brain went there. Like, you can see, flipping a 360-pound tire, that sucks a lot. And doing that for an hour really sucks. So since my brain went there, I gotta go do it now. And it's true, 100%. So now I love flipping those tires. Even though I don't want to, I know it sucks. Now I gotta go do it though. But once you're doing it, it does fire you up. So I'm trying to move over a little bit so you can see it. Okay. So but yeah, I mean, that's where the golden ticket is. And then it's like, I can't wait to go flip that 306-pound tire now. It's crazy. And so that does give you a lot of power. It gives you a lot of esteem, self-esteem. And so then when you go approach something hard, like, this isn't so bad. This isn't as bad as flipping a 360-pound tire. That's not as bad as that. So another cool thing, like flipping a tire for a mile, a tractor tire, that seems absolutely horrible. So when you start doing that over and over, like, tacking things that absolutely suck, you start getting attracted to it, because you realize this is where all the goods are. Like, because you've learned so much about reading every day. Now you want to read stuff that, not like, you don't want to read like Harry Potter. Like you're not going to learn anything from Harry. I mean, it's like watching a movie then. I mean, you read something that is useful in society. Like, easy, like how to negotiate. That changes people's lives. How to close. Negotiating is all about understanding people. So 100%. So like, that, just a simple example. Or read about real estate. Guarantee you're going to learn something. Usually what I've noticed is every book, even if I think it's stupid, I am going to learn one thing from that book. Just one little dinky thing. At a worst case, I'm going to learn one thing. So that's why you should read it. But you'll learn one thing. And so, that negotiating book by Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. Holy smoke. That book has changed people's lives that I tell about, and I tell them like the technique, the power of the how question. If you ever want someone to do something, okay, for you, you just say, you use the how question. Say, how can we get some pig bacon? You know, how can we get some pig bacon for my friend? And you're asking your other friend this. See what happens. They'll go out and get it, you know, or you ask like your loved one, hey, how can we go see a movie tonight? And let them come up with this solution. You know, put them in control. That's what you want. People always want to feel in control, and they want to think that it's their idea when actually it's your idea and you're in control. But it's that illusion. It's bending their reality. It's so good by draining their emotions. So your emotions dictate. I could do so many videos about this, because that Chris Voss book, I've read it. I read it every day, because it's so good. And so like I've read it, I don't know, 2.5 times now. I'm on my third lap. I mean, you can write so many videos about it. I'm gonna do a lot. So like, what makes decisions? Humans make decisions off of their emotions. Your emotions control your decisions. So if you didn't have any emotions in your brain, this is scientifically proven. The part of your brain that controls your emotions, if that was shut off, okay, you could not make a decision. If you just use your logical brain. So the brain has logical side and emotional side. That's it. So like, if you just had all logical, you could not make a decision. It's crazy. So you want to use a little bit of emotions and make, not all of it, because if you're too emotional, like you're too angry or whatever, very emotional, you're not going to make a wise decision, and something really bad is going to happen. So that's usually when you make the worst decisions, is when you're emotional. So hence why if you can read a trading chart, you can see the truth, okay? You'll be less emotional because you can actually see, and you'll be like, oh, right now is a good time to sell, or right now is a very good time to buy. So like, it's all about controlling your emotions. So I just thought that was interesting. This one in the book, he pointed out that, yeah, if you didn't have any emotions, you could not make a decision. So it's important that you want those emotions to work for you, not the other way around. And how you do that is you use the how question or a what question to gather more intel, and it works really good. So I'm going to talk more about that deserves a lot of videos, the how question, how powerful that is. So those are things I wish I would have learned. Reading books, just how you read a book every day, or how you read in a book every day. You just trick your mind. You do the same thing. David Goggins, just one, you gotta do what you hate. Do what you hate every day, and just tell your brain, hey, just 1 page or 2 pages. We just gotta do 2 pages. That's it. 2 pages. No big deal. So it relaxes, and then you can start. So usually how it works is when you're doing something really hard, or like let's say I gotta go do 500 pull-ups. Your brain starts freaking out and it doesn't even want to try. That's because your emotions are too high. So that's what happens. So you gotta calm down, relax, and how you do that is you trick your mind to say, oh, we just gotta do 100 pull-ups today, or we just gotta do 50 pull-ups, no big deal. But then once you start, then you'll start. The hardest thing is actually starting, like getting to the gym. You just gotta get to the gym. Just get into the parking lot, okay? Don't think about all the crap you're gonna do. Your brain's gonna freak out and not want to do it. Just focus on that one little part, and then you keep doing little parts, and eventually it winds out to be something really big. So that's extremely important. But yeah, so there we go. So I got those off my chest. I'm gonna make some shorts off that, and also I want to go in depth with the how question. I mean that can save relationships I'm telling you, it basically, you could save yourself, because you could hostage negotiate with yourself and figure out new things about yourself. It's crazy. So I will I'm going to talk more about that. And then yeah, so that's all I want to do today. I just want, I had to trick my mind to do this. I was like, hey, you just got to do one little snippet, that's it, just one little snippet. And so it works. I use that tactic every single day. It works like a charm. If you do little snippets every day, guess what? In a month, you're going to have a whole book, So, all right, I'm out.